It was a quiet, breezy night in Sacramento when 12-year-old Sofia Ramirez drifted into a deep sleep, the kind of slumber where the world feels far away and nothing could possibly disturb it. Except for the restless pacing of Bailey, the 3-year-old shepherd mix her family had adopted from a California animal shelter just 6 months earlier. Normally Bailey was the picture of calm, a gentle giant who curled at the foot of Sofia's bed and stayed there until sunrise. But tonight was different. Tonight something invisible pulled at his senses, something he could smell or hear in a way only dogs can, a faint metallic edge to the air, and a low hum of danger that even the silence couldn't hide. He rose suddenly, nails clicking sharply against the hardwood floor, and began to pace in tight circles, his amber eyes flicking toward the hallway as if an unseen force was calling him. Sofia stirred and mumbled, "Half awake, Bailey. What's wrong, boy?" expecting him to settle back down, but instead he trotted to her door, paused to look back at her with an intensity that made her sit up, and then slipped into the shadowed hallway, his movements urgent and precise. The house was still, a soft autumn breeze whispering through the slightly open window. But Bailey's instincts screamed otherwise. He padded straight to the closed bedroom door of Sofia's mother, Alina, and lowered his nose to the narrow crack at the bottom, inhaling a scent. Sofia could not perceive a subtle chemical shift in the air that only a dog's extraordinary sense of smell could register. Bailey gave a low whine, then a sharper one, the sound rising like an alarm. Sofia, now fully awake and uneasy, followed him into the hall. "Bailey, Mom's sleeping," she whispered, but the dog stayed rigid, tail stiff, eyes fixed on the door. Then it came, a dull, heavy thud from inside the room, like a body hitting the floor. Sofia's breath caught. "Mom," she called softly. No answer. Bailey's body tensed like a coiled spring. He barked once loud commanding and hurled his weight against the door. The frame shuddered. Sofia's pulse spiked. She knocked hard. "Mom, are you okay?" Still silence. Bailey barked again and launched himself forward, claws scraping, shoulders slamming the wood. The latch groaned under the pressure. "Bailey, wait," Sofia gasped, stepping back just as the dog hurled his body a third time. The old door splintered and burst open with a crack that echoed through the house. The sight inside froze Sofia in place. Her mother lay collapsed beside the bed, limbs jerking violently in a full seizure, her face pale and her lips edged with blue. "Mom," Sofia cried, rushing forward, but Bailey moved faster, nudging Alina gently onto her side, the recovery position while letting out a rhythmic, urgent bark that filled the room like a siren. Sofia's hands trembled as she grabbed her phone and dialed 911. "My mom, she's having a seizure," she stammered. The dispatcher's calm voice guided her through the steps. "Keep Alina on her side. Clear the area of anything hard. Check her breathing." Bailey stayed pressed against Elena's shoulder, steady and unyielding, every muscle alert, as if he understood each instruction. Minutes stretched into what felt like an eternity while Sofia followed the dispatcher's directions, tears streaking her cheeks, her free hand resting on Bailey's back for courage. The shepherd mix never flinched, eyes locked on Alina, ears twitching at every movement, ready to act again if needed. Finally, distant sirens grew louder until red and blue lights flashed through the curtains. Paramedics rushed in, medical gear clattering. One medic knelt beside Alina, checking vitals, then looked up in astonishment at the dog who refused to move. "Is this the dog that alerted you?" he asked. Sofia nodded, voice quivering. He broke down the door. The medic gave Bailey a quick scratch behind the ears and said with a grin, "You're a lifesaver, buddy." Within minutes, Alina was stabilized and transported to Mercy General Hospital, where doctors confirmed she had suffered a severe epileptic seizure and that without immediate intervention, the outcome could have been fatal. Later, a neurologist explained something remarkable. Some dogs possess the ability to detect chemical changes in a person's sensorineural shifts that occur before a seizure begins. Bailey had sensed those changes long before Elena's body gave any outward sign, his sharp nose and unwavering loyalty becoming a living alarm system. Just half a year earlier, Bailey had been a shy, underweight stray sitting quietly in the back of a Sacramento shelter kennel, overlooked by families seeking puppies. On a rainy Saturday, Sofia had spotted him and pleaded, "He needs us, Mom. Please, let's take him home." They agreed, never imagining that the quiet rescue dog would one day return the favor in the most dramatic way possible. News of Bailey's heroics spread quickly after a neighbor shared the story with local reporters. The next evening, the headline "California Shelter Dog Saves Mom's Life" blazed across TV screens and social feeds. Cameras captured Bailey's calm amber eyes and wagging tail as reporters interviewed Sofia, Elena, and the responding paramedics. Who called Bailey's actions textbook life-saving instinct? The Sacramento Animal Shelter posted a photo of Bailey with the caption, "From abandoned stray to hero-proof, every rescue dog deserves a chance." Their phones rang non-stop for days with adoption inquiries, each caller inspired by the shepherd mix who refused to give up. Back at home, as Alina recovered, she began wearing a medical ID bracelet and following a seizure management plan, but Bailey remained her most trusted safeguard. Every night he chose a spot just outside her bedroom door, head resting on his paws, ears pricked for the slightest sound. If Alina coughed, shifted, or breathed irregularly, Bailey lifted his head, ready to act. Sometimes Sophia would wake early and find him there, a silent sentinel, eyes half closed yet fully aware. "He's part of our heartbeat now," Alina said softly to a visiting reporter, her voice thick with gratitude. "Bailey isn't just a pet. He's my guardian angel with 4 paws." The story continues to inspire countless viewers and readers who learn that the dog you save might one day save you. So if Bailey's incredible instinct and loyalty moved you, share this story and remember, the next hero waiting to protect your family could be sitting quietly in a local shelter right now, ready for a second chance, and maybe ready to save a life.